Yo, we're back after the break, speeding along, trying to get some more of our Humvees in now, and getting our numbers to start growing. Yeah. I also thought about it a little bit, and I think building some more production stuff for them to do as they come in won't hurt. And I feel like we should be able to accommodate quite a few of these guys. I think we should go to freeze. Oh no, here it is, right here. It is under production. I'm gonna go ahead and build more of these first. I probably should have built these back to back and these over here back to back, right? But, you know, I can move those other ones. So I think that'll still let me put in the hauling post there if I want to. Oop. And then let's just replace these where we want them to be instead. Oh. And hopefully our workers don't take too long to do this stuff, because I don't think we're really doing anything now. We're kind of just bringing in people, trying to get that population going again. I'll delete that one for now, I guess. That's good news. Oh yeah, we don't want humans working in here. We'll go ahead and tell. Level 1 Humvees. Oh wait, no, we don't want level 1 Humvees either, huh? I think we want level 2 Humvees. Yeah, we're crazy. We want level 2 Humvees in here. We can make some level 1 Humvees, dude, if we feel like it. Maybe it'll help them level up faster at first, just so we can get some going. Something like that. Okay, we are nearing the next night, and I believe that's all we can bring in for now. So, not having a freezer is gonna pretty much make the whole night not open. So, what I'm thinking is, you have to have a freezer or else this just kind of halts, right? So, a small freezer that allows us to continue to do work at night, I think is justified here. We'll kind of go like that. And maybe I don't have to build the power in it. Maybe it won't matter. And it gives us gives our dudes something to do. So I'm also just gonna add in more doors so that there's more pathing options, no matter where they're at or what they're doing. And that might help things flow as well. So we should be good to shut the doors the rest of the way now. And yeah, everyone's getting ready on defenses, and let's go. I'm hoping it won't be long before we get more humans again. But it does look like haulers are starting to be AFK, so that shows that we've, if we bring in more humans and we fill in like 2 or 3 on each side, like 2 here and 2 here, then we'll be able to add in more like production if we want. Okay. I'm gonna go see kind of what Humvees are doing. It looks like they are spending quite a bit of time, these level 1s, outside because they haul. So they don't actually spend that much time in here, really at all. But hopefully these bedrooms and skills rooms will be put to good use, since this is kind of their main point they'll always head back to when they're finished doing whatever they're doing. This is a decent little attack, I won't lie. I should probably mark this red so nobody runs out there, because it looks like people are headed out there right now. So we definitely don't want people trying to walk out here and think it's okay. Yeah, see. He thought. He thought. But like I said, all the way up to here is pretty much kind of useless to defend against because it takes us so long to get out there. And humans are a little slow, so. Especially without the road being all the way out there, right? So. And I think it's a wrap. I could also keep a bunch of these guys frozen right here just by throwing down air conditioners, right? Like we did before. Or I could even open the gates so we let like how these most of them are frozen. You let like the first group in and then you shut the gate behind them, and then those guys will be stuck where you want them to be because you leave all of these gates open, and then they'll be stuck in here. And I could kind of use this as like a secondary freezer in that sense, right? Instead of building an actual freezer like we're going to right now. But I'm confident if I build a dramatically overpowered freezer in here, then it won't matter. And I probably will just go ahead and throw the power mostly in there. It looks like that'll work for us. We could pretty much place anything anywhere we want now within those, within the building. And that one strip missing shouldn't affect anything. So those will be the guard stations. I should have started building from back here, but let's see if it lines up. I don't know if that was going to line up, but I don't think it was. I think that's what we want. It'll just have to be 2 because we don't want to block the door, of course. Let's do the same thing over here. Get this all filled in. And this is a very significant amount, I feel like, of zombies we're holding at a time. I'm not worried that this isn't enough. And I'll just get kind of dramatic with this setup. I could do a third road too on the other side, but we'll just do that for now. That's already pretty dramatic. And then I'm gonna build a couple guards in here. So let's actually remove like a couple of these, and we'll build them right in here like that. We could even do 4, but I'm just gonna do 2 because I'm not really worried that we'll ever do anything. And I think I only have like 2 or 3 guys that are actually like available that could work. Turn that off so we'll start grabbing zombies and repairing. So I think we're kind of ready to just speed ahead again. So it doesn't look like anybody's getting ready for treatment. Or it's just low. because hauling doesn't cost them that much. That's what I'm gonna assume. Or like expend that much energy maybe compared to other jobs. But we definitely want more of these guys. I thought it would be a 4 times 6 would be a nice 24, but it doesn't look like that's worked out for us like that. So I don't know what happened there. We're gonna go ahead and keep going. Maybe when I reloaded or something it messed it up. So, yep. I'm just gonna keep grabbing tons of these guys, get our freezer full. And then once our builders are freed up, we probably would just make them do random things until we get more population. Because I want this to get filled in, I want this to get filled in with humans. Maybe even send some more humans away just because we can. I do want to get that off the screen, low-key. Eventually, right? Why not? So once this camp is flowing and teeming with tons of little worker dudes, it should work out pretty nicely. And honestly, it might not hurt to be like a couple of these, or a whole row even. A whole row is for ones. So ones can come in and do this job. And they may haul by themselves. Yes, they can take out the storage themselves. Honestly, we might not need these guys out here necessarily hauling. What I could do is I could put human haulers out here. No, because I don't want humans consistently in the base. What I could do is delete these two so this is just not currently part of the base. We also don't need all the ore coming in, let's be real. Getting rid of the quarry kind of sucks, but that'll be our new project, is finding another spot for the quarry that's away from this project. And then later, if I want to, I can also use this space. So it does technically free up some space for our daycare center, is just what I'm going to call it. Speaking of daycare, and it's supposed to be like a protective spot, right? That's something we can give our workers to do. Let's make this place safer. I can't do guard armories quite yet because I don't have people to run them. But I think some air conditioners chilling around might help if people get crazy. But first and foremost, let's just do automated turrets. I really like these just because nobody has to really do anything but drop ice in them when they need them. And then you just make sure they're powered. And you have a pretty good biting force. These guys will freaking smash on anything they can get their hands on pretty well. I'm not saying they'll freeze whole groups of enemies with ease, but if you only have a couple dudes running around being wild, they can get frozen pretty quickly with multiples of these shooting one dude. So hopefully that works out. And we're almost back to 250. I mean, I feel pretty comfortable with like bringing our numbers to about like 320, 350 even, right? And just kind of keep bringing them in and getting them to do, like I said, useless jobs within the daycare. Not useless. I mean, ice is always good to have, but make them just sit here and produce ice as they go through each level. And I'm pretty confident that's enough skill training machines because people, when I tested it before, they only use it once. Play machines, I believe, are used multiple times, but I'm pretty sure the super trainer, it's 100%. So their XP just shoots through the roof. You just have to get them there, right? So see, this guy's gonna eat. He doesn't look like he needs any muscle training based off the job he's doing though. So that could be something we want to consider when we're putting Humvees into these jobs. They may never ever level up. I don't know if they'll ever have the sensation or the urge to wanna to train in that case. So we may have to have these being ran by humans. I'm not sure to be honest. If these guys are willing to empty their own things, and we have two, so one guy empties and one guy operates, or they both do it, whatever it takes to make it go. Because really, we're not cared about productivity. We're just cared that they are working and getting XP. So let's try that for the next 6 hours or so, whatever. Just let the game run and see if that helps us a little better. This guy's not doing anything. They're all gonna start sitting AFK. So now I'm starting to think this whole wave will have to be these guys working in the bellows, or working on the bellows, I should say. And we don't quite have enough for all of them, so maybe we should also consider how many we have here. So we have enough for 16 times 2 times 2. So we have 32 machines. Or 16 machines times 2, sorry. We have 32 work slots. So I want to come over here and make sure we're going to keep unfreezing people, I guess, till about 32, right? Let's see how well this batch levels up. Once we hit about 30, I'll go and cancel them and make sure I'm only doing 2 more guys. Oh. Okay, so alarm time. These guys are probably going to freeze pretty fast because 28,000 is literally super weak. I wanted to look at these guys to see how many or how well they're staying frozen. But I'm pretty sure they're staying perfectly frozen, all of them for sure, so hopefully they'll stay that way. Yeah. They can go ahead and do their thing now. So I'm going to go back to fast forward and again, of course. We're so late in the game, we're practically gods. I wish. Hopefully that goes away after we reload the game. So that's something I'm not looking forward to. So we're going to replace the quarry over here and kind of go with that. So that was a pretty harsh realization actually just now, is that we don't have many other places to put our little stone core here. So I'm going to go ahead and take what I can get. I guess that'll also help bring our power all around the base anyways too. Maybe we'll do something with this space. We could build a smaller building like this, bedroom or something, and it'll still be useful. Yeah, I definitely think that was the way to go, because now we're getting changes on their needs that we want for their training needs. See, and now we got the first guy going to train. So hopefully, as long as we control how many are in here at a time, we won't have much problems. And we might try to keep a good portion of each group at a time in here too. So we get 10 here, or maybe even like 4 or 5, right? We'll make each one of these guys do one more, and kind of keep it flowing. Which will be super efficient if we can get it going right. And then I won't have to change the jobs if I have it set up right. But as of right now too, these are kind of useless, to be honest. I'm just gonna delete them. Actually, instead of deleting them, we'll just move them. Because if we delete them too, they'll leave resources on the ground and we'll have to just go pick up anyways. So we'll put one right here because we are going to want that one there. And we're going to want another one over here. And we'll leave those empty and try to put humans on those jobs as we get more humans as well. So that's kind of what we're aiming for. Just humans on these jobs. Hopefully these guys do a great job at emptying their own things. They are pretty far away, but that's fine. It looks like they're doing alright so far. We don't have a section for level 2s now. So what I'm thinking is, I either find a completely different job for level 2s to do, or I build a whole nother section of these just for level 2s, right? So I'm gonna look on through and see, so 32 I think is our number here. So let's go ahead and stop bringing in level 1 Humvees. And I'll bring in one or two more just to see I forget what I was going to say. Oh, to see if he's going to sit idle. Because that'll give us an affirmative 32. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. And I have no other jobs for them to do besides this. So 32 will be our set number. And that's how we'll build all our other things, like the gym, and according to that. Food stock, and according to that. And then 32 level 2 guys. So let's see what we can do for our level 32 guys. And we may just do another thing that's not even like relative. Right? I don't know, I feel like ice is just the most relative thing for them to be doing, I guess. It's pertinent that you always have ice. So it's a little confusing because it's actually going to be a little messed up. But we'll just make sure we get a total of 16. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks crazy, but we're doing it. These will be all of our level 2 guys. Start removing all that. And let's speed it back up again. I'm not worried about nothing. Make sure the doors are open so everybody could leave when it's time to leave. And I'll make sure... Oh, look at that. It is perfect. So I think this technique too is the way to go. It keeps them doing jobs, and we'll be able to tell like, oh look, we have two idle, right? So he can go straight into these jobs now that we can even assign them. We'll start going through and assigning these guys. Okay, so another thing I think we could always do here, right? Because all we have to do is feed idle people, and as long as we have guards in here, which we only have this amount, they can deal with angry zombies as well as this somewhat defends itself. So eventually I'll put in more guards, right? But for now, what we could do is always have a couple extra Humvees hanging out, waiting to level. So as jobs come available, they'll head up into the camp, and I think we can handle that. I'm not too worried about it. They shouldn't get upset if they're just sitting AFK, because they should be able to get their needs met pretty easily. Even like a Humvee who's standing here, the level 1, he'll have to go all the way up here or grab his food and go all the way up here to be able to eat. But I think he'll make it and he'll be fine because all he'll really want to do is eat or sleep. And then they may just come in here and sleep anyways as well. So we'll see how it goes. Have some extra sitting around. And I think that'll be for the better of humanity. Get some more, get it flowing better. We want more and more. We have so much excess food. 235 food excess is being created a day. So that means we could support 230 more meals a day. Only 115 of our 350 meals are being eaten. So we've gotten our numbers almost perfect. I could bring, I think, another one of our chemical extractors down, and I may even be able to bring another one of these down, and then that also in return could mean I could bring another one of these down. So kind of just breaking down each supply chain now individually and targeting it, right? So with glowberry being gone, I need less fertilizer, right? And I'll probably do like this one, which it looks like it makes 37 per hour. So we'll just do 1, 1, and 1 and see how well those numbers line up in the next 24 hours. So by 11 tomorrow, or like noon, we could even say, we'll check it again and make sure that we're still positive. Our glowberry will go down in this, but these are in the thousands positive. So we'll see what it looks like tomorrow, right? And then this might stay about the same because we removed the glowberry, right? So we'll be using less fertilizer even though we're making a little less. So it might stay a little even and we could even delete another one of our fertilizer machines. And honestly, I think we're trending higher already just because that's how much we were already producing. It's already just slowly going up. Oh, the baby, him's fell. It just scared him. He slipped on the little tile. He's like, whoa, I didn't know that was possible. Why do those physics exist? I'm like, I totally understand, my man. Oh, poor man. So, yeah, that's part of the grand finale for the 40th episode is some little baby tears. He's letting y'all know how he feels. Eh, eh, eh. Oh, I didn't mean to rotate that. Sometimes it happens if you like click and drag, but it's okay. We'll make it part of the art. I don't know why I just randomly thought of this, but I was like, you know, I could use even more positive power during the day here. And that's a pretty crazy number we're going to have out of this, so I'm feeling good. I don't want that one. Maybe I'll do batteries later. So let's go back to fast mode, just so we can get more stuff done here. We do have 4 idle level 1s, so I think that's good for now. And we'll let them finish up, whoever's going to do whatever. Right. I don't know, I can delete one off the back or something. Yeah. I want a positive 100,000 power and 50 million power storage. No one's really going to do that training, man. They need to do the training first. Forget about doing your jobs. So building can't be reached. What's going on? Maybe having these guys just doing this isn't a good idea. I don't know. We'll see over the long term. It does say 5's ready for treatment, so that's good to know. I better go over here and make sure they're getting treated. Oh, they are. Cool. So we're on our way. We're on our way to fame. Yeah. Look at that. See? Complaining for no reason. In the next 24 hours, I'm sure this whole school thing will be flowing pretty nicely. Yeah. Yeah. So far, so good. I wanted to come in here and check something. Yeah, refill, takeout. So these guys do the same thing as well. They'll do the whole process by themselves no matter where they're at on the map. So that's good to know too. So yeah, man, this is going to be a full working school. And maybe I'll even just keep building these little turrets across the edge here. So a lot of the base, no matter where you're at, has guards and turret towers because they're constantly having to run back and forth between the main storage area. And then this is probably not a bad idea, maybe to put some whatchamacallit in there, guards in there as well. Just guards everywhere. Time to start overpopulating till we have to build more production. Cause dude, we're awesome, and I want to build more production, but it was kind of harming us not to have haulers. See, we have a couple idle at a time, so if we fill these up, we'll have people standing around waiting for more stuff to do, which will be very beneficial to us. Okay, let's close our doors up and get ready for this next attack. Which I guess, this is going to be a pretty good sized attack, right? I really want to get these cleaned up too. I'm kind of putting it off. Yeah, humans first here. And then I'll just put this guy down here. And maybe I'll just like put some random Humvees or something over there and make them do it real quick. Like the 5 right here. That are lazy. Sitting around doing nothing. Nah. They're waiting for job openings. See, 7 ready for treatment. I also feel like it'll get better once we have actually all 4 running. I think it'll be pretty beneficial. Why not? Let's just throw a couple more in there, huh? Come on, keep treating people. Why not? I mean, that's ultimately the goal, is to keep people flowing. Like these 4 just turned right, so we have some extra. We got 8 ready. We need more. 233 power is insane. They're gonna be whacking through stuff. They're gonna come in. They're gonna come in with chainsaws. No more machetes. They're gonna have power tools now. Oh yeah, this is working great. The school's working wonderfully so far. Wow, do we have a level 3 already? Wow, look at that, guys. He doesn't know what to do for a living though. I wonder if this is set right. Yeah, it is. Oh, he must just not be done yet. Yeah, he just finished. The hell is that? That was that unfamiliar noise. It's been a minute. Okay. Yeah, not having roads in these lanes make them super slow too. Like turtles. Yeah, they're gonna need freaking to do double the damage they are now just to get anywhere. I may have to start considering putting in some more layers, right? I don't think their health is high enough, like the freeze amount, so we'll probably be chill on that for now. But, yeah, I don't really know what to think here. I may, I might put some of these over here once we put in a couple more lanes. Just put in a couple to shoot any ones that are sitting over here like this, right? To help freeze them faster so they can't get through any of these layers. Or as they do get through these layers, they're slowed down significantly. So I want to set these ones up not to do refills. Maybe just all of the defenses not to do refills on their own. Yeah, we're pretty safe now. I'm just gonna open all the gates and let everything run. Turn on full speed. I want more humans. Honestly, I would like to get my human population probably to about 500. I think that's when we'd start to really feel like we got a crazy mega base going on. Um, And at first, accommodating, you know, all these Humvees at first might bring our production and stuff way down. But I'll stop right around, you know, the 30 each. So 90 Humvee population. And it looks like some of the Humvees may even be turning into humans before we even actually get good sized groups going here. So I do have the 4, like I said, standing around doing nothing. I think I'm just gonna keep bringing in more. Let's see. Just a random batch. I'm not even thinking at this point. We're just trying to get all these numbers up. Potentially, I need at least 90 level 1s, right, in order to get 30 of each, anyways. So the more I can get, I just don't want to leave too many standing around doing nothing. But the more I can get ready for treatment, the better. And like I said, so far it seems like the gym, this is plenty enough. And I don't know, like, if once they're ready for treatment, if, like, oh, the same guy will want to use it again eventually. Like, see, he'll be like, I want to use the gym again. Right, yeah, so eventually they want to use the gym again, I think. Even if they're leveled. Yeah, even if they're leveled. So we definitely don't want too many sitting around. The haulers are really still on one too. It's almost like I can't come up with enough haulers, right? So I think another thing we could do is drop another chemical thing and drop another glowberry greenhouse. I'm also looking at metal. Um, it's a pretty silly thing for us to need. If you actually look at how much we're producing, it's 2,000. Even though we used a lot for like producing electronics, right? We're only profiting like 300 or so per day. So I wanted to get rid of smelteries, but the only way to really do that is to get rid of one of my assemblers, and I don't want to. I don't want to take the chance of this dropping, right, as we build stuff or we're doing things around the base too much. I want that trend to be somewhat positive, you know, on a regular basis. Um, Even if I'm repairing this, that I eventually, like, I don't want to go under 5K for sure, because I want to be able to repair all my defenses and stuff. So that's very important. And then as we upgrade this, if we're going to upgrade this with like the step, those little like, I forget what they're called, but like trap pads and stuff, the ice pads, then that's going to cost us a lot. It's going to be extremely expensive. But my hopes is, let's get some humans standing around doing nothing. Looks like everything just needs more attention. Honestly, I don't even think this is emptied. Yeah. So honestly, it may be obsolete in here. If we look at our stats, we are profiting quite a bit, and it's not being touched. So it actually may not be affecting this number like we think it is. And one glowberry house. I mean, that's pretty insane that it still says we're so positive. Oh, oh my God, that's what we're doing here wrong. That is insane. I did not even realize I built some of them glowberries and some of them carrots. But that's okay too. Our carrots are still positive, so we're always producing carrots while still cooking this much and cooking this much and so on and so forth. So we could even cook less carrots and make less meat, and that could even relieve some more economic stress. So let's make less meat and cook less carrots. We don't necessarily have to grill less meat, but I mean, let's be real, guys. We could also probably get away with grilling less meat right now. And as we need certain things, build them in instead of doing it kind of backwards like I was doing it. Honestly, it looks like our fertilizer production's going up again because we're freeing up more haulers to be able to keep machines going more efficiently. Because that's going to matter more. If your machine's not running, the time that it's not running is going to matter more than if you just had less machines with them running 24/7. Let's be real. Like, even these guys are pretty efficient, you know. Like, it doesn't look that efficient, but, everything just constantly pumping is more important. Because the second it stops, if it stops for an hour, that's a whole whatever amount per hour it could have made. I'm going to go ahead and open the doors if I didn't already. Yeah. Yeah, and I have 10 standing around not doing anything. It looks like they're kind of being forced to wait until people are off jobs. So what I was thinking here is to fix that, we can make it to where they don't work at night. And it sounds weird, but I think it's genius. And here's why. Because at nighttime, the kiddos go to sleep at school. No, I'm just joking. I think it's genius because it'll give people who are ready for treatment time to go get treatment executively instead of just waiting. Alright. So hopefully at night we should see an influx of people gadgetating to the next level from wherever they're at. So something I just realized we messed up big on was not having haulers to be able to fill this. So this is actually an emergency fix. We need to get this done right now. No joke. Like, I wish I was playing. I wish that was a big joke. But no, I'm a noob, and that was a horrible, horrible, horrible mistake that I just made. So I'm going to put it like right here. And I'm going to tell a whole group of workers, literally on our main, to quit their jobs. Everyone's quitting their jobs there. And we're all coming out here instead. Or like I'm filling this up out. So that, yeah, these humans literally just come in here and make sure they're fed and not angry. He cannot supply his hunger right now. So as of right now, we just created ourselves a very bad situation where we have 40 individuals who may be hungry and not be able to get the food that they need. I do believe the nighttime thing though is helping a lot as well. It'll reduce their needs like hunger, whatever else. So technically, it's going to say a lot of people are idle. We know only 32 can work anyways in each group. So that's just something we're going to have to math up and make sure we like do that with this group as well, so that we have our specific numbers that we're working with. And we can always adjust them and change them later. Right? But 32 is our magic number for each group. That's kind of where we're going to keep everybody at. One group starts to fall off in a weird way or something, we'll stop that group. We'll slow that group. We'll do something. Honestly, if a certain group, like if this group or this group starts getting too big, we'll just stop this group altogether and just let them keep turning into humans, even if one group gets a little too big on us. I don't think these two groups matter how big they get on us, because they'll eat in our cafeteria where they're going to have to eat anyways. So if we can't support them when they're hungry, we can't support them as humans probably. But I don't know, it might be easier because they don't need training, but that will be something we'll find out. I feel like a noob for that mistake. I'm going to go ahead and close my doors, and let's keep fast forwarding ahead here, man. I don't know why this stuff didn't get marked, but let's try to get that repaired real quick. I don't think we have any other building projects going on, so that's good too. So we might not have enough time to repair. So if they do, or if we don't, I'm going to have to hit the alarm about 30 seconds early, right? But they only have to do like a couple percent, so I have faith that they'll be able to do it and get out of there. I believe if I hit that alarm, though, it's automatic they'll run out of this space, because this is never a safe space, technically, right? Alright, so they should automatically, yeah, run out of there. So forget that, yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna mark that as an unsafe spot. I think he's going there, so we should be good to go. Hit that again just because I'm extra paranoid. And these guys are going to be tough, but they're weak, or they're regular. So I'm imagining the game's kind of amping it up on us a little bit. It heard what I wanted to do. It was like, this guy thinks he's tough. This guy thinks the game's easy. I'm like, well, yeah, I have it on easy settings. Lab size is still not 10,000 either, which is something I kind of was going for there, so. Honestly, do they even really hit that much harder? I really don't feel like they do. We're going to lock this gate so they don't go out there, but. They think I'm intimidated, but we're not. We're not at all, dude. No, look at that. On ×3, the percent is going up so nice. Got these big beams dropping bombs. Yeah, I wish these had a little more range. Oh no, they seem to be pretty hard. Seem to be pretty balanced, especially because they do splash damage. If they didn't do splash damage, that'd kind of be lame. But the fact they do splash damage is pretty nice. And it seems like the splash damage is really effective. It's not like weak or anything. Alright, we're done there. Everyone's frozen. Yeah, the nighttime idea worked. So at nighttime, everyone can go get turned into the next level or into a human. Whatever is most efficient. So we are going to do that here then too. So these guys also don't work at night. And then let's try to get this to be a specific number group as well, right? Like 32, like we said. And honestly, now that I'm thinking ahead into the future, since we're controlling the how many we have these at a time, it should automatically control these two groups as well, right? That's what I'm thinking at least. So let's count these. 12, but we want 16. Okay, I think that's the move. Yeah, and they do all their own work here, but they all get to take a break at night, bringing them all into the main storage area, which is somewhat dangerous, I guess you could say, right? Because if they're unhappy, they're coming right to the main storage with that attitude. But also with enough guards, as the guards number increase, it'll be that much more of nothing to worry about. So it'll probably consistently say people, right? Like, oh, I don't have a job. Or like these guys might say they don't have jobs. But they should all have daytime jobs when it's all said and done, right? As long as we set this up correctly, which, if you look around, we did. So people, as they come, they're going to get jobs. It's just going to say, oh, I don't have a job, right? But that's not the case. What's going to happen is they do have jobs. They just need to wait. Like these guys are waiting inside of these chambers too, and they can't work a job because they need to be transformed or whatever. And there's no human to work the machine, so they're kind of just like wasting their lives right now. But honestly, I want 3 humans on each thing. But for now, let's be real. It would be better. We would be better off using these humans on these. And I really want to see how many humans. I think I said 19 is how many work only at night on the defenses. So like during the day, 19 of them could be doing something else, right? That's kind of how I was looking at. So like right now I have 19 humans, for example. They could work here, so we could fill this whole thing up, but they just can't work during the night. So it'll be all the defense guys will come in here and they could pick up stuff or do whatever during the day, right? So I think that's going to be coming up on the end of the episode. That was our first human. Um, so we're officially got our daycare concentration camp up and running. We're just going to produce enough humans to fill in our lab and all our little hauling post jobs. As to seeing, I have 19 of these lovely, lovely extra workers, After we're here, done here, we're gonna move this hauling post to where it's more efficient. So during the day they'll help haul, and at night they will come and run these defenses. Um, if we count these guys too, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if we can get all these guys to only do night, or if that's how it default is. I'm not sure. But we'll go ahead and try to count those guys in too and see how it goes. But I'm not sure how that'll work. Oh, these guys actually, I think, work day and night. That's right. Just for extra safety purposes. Um, honestly, I don't think it's necessary still. Like, sitting here on the day shift is probably a terrible idea. Like, really, they're not going to do anything. Even just switching over to a guard post during the day would be better, now that I'm thinking about it. And then doing a job that's a happier job, like an assignment overview, the assignment overview or whatever, like where you make jobs easier. If they're doing an easy job during the day, they'll take more breaks and be happy, and then only have to be miserable during the night, making it to where they can last through the night better when dealing with high stress situations. So that really upped our nighttime, daytime crew, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing again, but I want to make them separate so I know, like, okay, that's the special crew, right? I'm manipulating like that. But we'll go ahead and put them all on here, and then take that away. And yeah, that looks like for the most part it's working out nicely. So we'll see how it works when he moves him. And once these guys are almost done, we'll move them, and that'll be the end of the episode. Thanks for joining the 40th Mega Lab episode. And my goal is by the 50th episode, be at a very, very high number, something crazy, like maybe 500. Let's shoot for 500 by level 50 or episode 50. Slowly watch our stats instead of being all dramatic like we've been and making such big jumps. And yeah, kind of go from there and see how our progress is. I still see our fertilizers pretty significantly through the roof. We're going to go ahead and remove that. So I don't know how much that's actually producing. Oh, my dog just farted. Lovely. Okay, I have to shoo him away. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna end the episode now, so I can go get some fresh air. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. That's the last item I'm placing, and I'm just gonna pause it there. And see you guys next time.